Hello everyone. Today we will be studying railway engineering. So, as we know, there are different modes of transportations that we use to migrate from one place to the another. That are the roadways, railways, waterways, airways, cableway or ropeway. So, from this all modes of transportation, the railway is the most efficiently used mode of transportation by every human being. So, we will see the introduction. What is railway engineering? Railway engineering is nothing but a branch of civil engineering which deals with the design, the construction, and the maintenance of the railway track to provide a safe and efficient movement of the rails. So, what are the basic objectives and advantages of railway transportation? Railway plays a major role in the progress of country. It has played a major role. It has helped everyone to migrate from one place to the another, to transport the goods easily from one place to another. So indirectly, the railway transportation has played a major role in the progress of country. Secondly, it is greatly used in the transport of large volume of heavy bulk commodities over long distances. It has become possible only by the railways to transport a large volume of materials which are in heavy forms easily. And the third one is to facilitate long distance journeys with safety, comfort, and within short period of time. All of us know that railway transportation is the one which requires short period of time to reach a destination. So, before going to the actual railway transport, we will have to know what is the history of the railway transport in India. In India, in 1844, a first proposal for construction of railway was submitted to East India. That train was going to travel from Calcutta to Mirzapur, but the proposal was incomplete. So, in further, the first train that ran was from Mumbai to Thane, that was in 1853. So, now we will go on the main topic, that is types of surveys for the track alignments. We will learn the types of surveys that are carried out before laying a track alignment. So, why it is necessary to make surveys, to carry out the survey for track alignment? As all of us know that a construction of new railway line is a capital intensive project. A huge capital is required to carry out the project. Investment cost is too large. So, for proper alignment of the track, surveys needs to be carried out. Before going to the actual surveys, field survey is carried out. In this field survey, we collect the information from various maps, that are topographical maps, agricultural maps, and industrial maps. What are topographical maps? The topographical maps helps us to locate buildings, rivers, lakes, hills in the area where we are going to track a railway track. Then, secondly, the agriculture maps. Agricultural maps helps us to provide the information about the nature of the soil in the area. And third is the industrial maps. Industrial maps provide us to locate the industries present in the area or nearby the area. So now we will see the types of surveys which are used for alignment of a track. There are four main types of surveys that are carried out, that is a traffic survey, a reconnaissance survey, a preliminary survey which is also called as initial location, And fourth is a detailed survey or survey for the final location. Now first is the traffic survey. Traffic survey includes a detailed study of the traffic conditions in the area where we need to align a track. It helps to determine first the position of traffic generation sources. Where is the location where traffic is generated, giving us the control points for general location of a rail line. That is, to locate a rail route, traffic survey is carried out. Then secondly, to determine the possible volume of traffic the railway will carry, and depending upon that, for selecting the type of track, traffic survey is done. Now now we will see the factors which are considered for conducting the traffic survey. These are the factors that are considered for conducting the traffic survey. First is the human resources, secondly agricultural and mineral resources, third is the pattern of trade and commerce, fourth in the industries located and projected, fifth is the prospects of tourist traffic, sixth is the existing transport facilities, seventh is the location of important government and private offices, and last one is planning for the economic development of the area. These factors are considered while conducting the traffic survey. Now we will move on to the second survey type of survey, that is reconnaissance survey. What is this? In this survey, it is a rapid and rough investigation of area, which is done by visual means and by using instruments. In this survey, we actually visit the area where we wish to align a track. We make a rough survey by using instruments. This is carried out to determine the suitable alignments which are marked on the available maps during the map study for the further preliminary surveys. So we will move on to the objectives of the reconnaissance survey. First objective is why this reconnaissance survey is carried. First is to get knowledge of the physical features of the area. That is, to know how many rivers flow through the area, how many valleys are there, where the cultivated land is there, what is the forest condition in that area, and many more physical features. Our knowledge of physical features is carried out in the survey for proper positioning of alignment. Okay, for positioning a proper alignment of a track, this knowledge is very important. So reconnaissance survey is carried out. Secondly, it also is carried out to collect the geological information, that is, what is the nature of the soil, how is the surface formation of ground, and what is the hill slope in that area. Third, to collect information of availability of construction materials, labors, and sources of water. So before actually moving towards the construction of the track, it is very important to get the information about the availability of the construction materials. Are the labors available there, and what is the source of water at the location? So this information is collected from the survey. And lastly, a rough estimates for different proposed alignments is done to know a most economical, safe and efficient alignment. In short, in this reconnaissance survey, we collect information about physical features, geological information, availability of construction materials, labors, and sources of water, at the locations where we wish to track the alignment. And in this survey, more than three to four alignments are selected, and from this alignments, further in preliminary survey, a final track is selected. Okay, so as we know, it is a visual and instrumental survey. So various instruments are used to carry out the survey. So a prismatic compass is used to obtain a magnetic bearing of the proposed routes in different directions. Secondly, clinometer is used to determine the gradients or slope angles of the ground up to an accuracy of 10 meters. Then third is the barometer and thermometer. Accurate determination of altitudes and temperature of various points is done using the barometers and thermometers. And also a pair of powerful binoculars or telescope is used. Why they are used? They are used for inspecting the distant physical features to get an idea of the topography. And finally we use the pedometers to have a rough idea of the distance. What will be the track distance? So now we will move on to the preliminary survey. This is the main survey which determines the detailed instrumental examination of the route to be selected as found and drawn in the reconnaissance survey in order to estimate the cost of the proposed railway line. The routes that we have just drawn in the reconnaissance survey are actually examined in this survey to get an estimate of the proposed railway line. Okay, so also various instruments are used to carry out the preliminary survey. A theodolite is used for traversing and pegging the center line. Tachometer is used for plotting main features. Then Dumpy level is used for drawing the longitudinal sections. Plane table for plotting the interior details, and a prismatic compass for a magnetic bearing of routes and main points. Then we will go to the final type of survey, that is called as detailed survey. In this type of survey, we carry out a process where transfer of final location alignment from paper to ground. In detailed survey, we transfer the final location alignment that is selected in the preliminary survey from paper to the ground in order to carry out final location survey to prepare working details and make accurate cost estimates in certain cases. Okay, so these are the types of surveys that we carry out for the alignment of